Hey, hey, welcome back, guys. All right, so let's do a quick little peek at what a character needs to know about love. We'll do a specific message tomorrow, but right now, even though there's something buzzing in the back of my mind, I don't feel compelled to do a specific message tonight, probably because I've done a lot of specific ones today. And I feel like there will be more that adds into it tomorrow. Something tells me to wait. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, though, for a specific message. We start with the horned goddess. This is a time of fertility and nurturing oneself and others. That's kind of a big first message. This is very much like, well, obviously, harvest time. We're in the autumnal season if you are in the northern hemisphere like I am. So we may have somebody feeling sensual, feeling attractive, feeling like they're very alluring. Spill the tea. And I have to say, they may be hearing that. Hi, everyone. So great to see you. Crystal Suzanne, Chris, Anisha Chatu, Nikki O, Ginger Montague, Ash Cash, Nancy, Tiffany. Thanks, everybody. So good to see you all. Happy birthday, Nancy. Happy birthday, babe. That's awesome. All right, let's go ahead and take another peek here and say, so if we've got somebody ready to like spill the tea, ready to talk about something, ready to explain things, um, it could be that we either have, notice all the teacups here, we could have more than one person attracted to her and she might recognize it. Like, I feel like somebody is turning heads right now. People want to flirt with possibly this divine feminine. The energy she's giving off is a come on, come on. The energy she's got is, if you got something to offer, I just might be interested. This is different. I don't know that she's flirted with somebody like this before. This could be somebody who's already been in her world, but she's flipping on the open sign, telling people that she's ready for business. This could also be that, you know, there's somebody who is receiving that message that she's broadcasting, and they too are like changing their behavior toward her. We've got somebody bringing in a white rose. I kind of think this is two people who maybe somewhere in the back of their minds, they've been attracted to each other, but it wasn't really like time to start showing that until now. Something is different. As we say, yes, we have two people that have maybe felt this way about each other for some time, right? We have the moon card and we got the wolf and the dog, and they're howling for each other. But it has been hidden up until now. I don't think it's been hidden very well. I don't think it's been hidden that well. I think this is two people who maybe have been, kind of like low-key flirting or thinking about each other, Seven of Coins, for quite a while. This could be two people who've worked together. Maybe this is like a project had to be wrapped up. This is also a card of the harvest. Now is the time after maybe they worked together, known each other for 7 months, maybe 7 years, but 7 is a divine number. Wow, Emperor energy. This could be a boss employee situation. And finally, after all this time of getting to know each other, maybe, how relationships suddenly shift. They go from, you're somebody that I know, that you're somebody that I respect, you're somebody that I work alongside, it's a professional relationship, and then somehow either the actual dynamics of the relationship shift and it's like, okay, we're not employee employer anymore, now we could date. And it's like all of a sudden things that were never said before, long glances that were never shared before. I think everything was very tucked away and hidden up until this point. Now maybe it's because I was going to say the horned goddess is coming to the surface and is like, I'm ready to interact. I am ready to show passion. I am ready to show, my energy and like interact. Seven of Wands sideways. I definitely feel like she has let her guards down. I definitely feel like she is the one she's starting this. She is giving the signals. Even here, we can see her like there's a little, like peekaboo thing going on here, but especially she's not really blocking anything. She may not be coming out overtly and being like, hey, sailor. But I'm not saying that's a good pickup line. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, I don't know that she's being overt exactly, I think it's more like the energy has just shifted. We have the Tower, lots of eye contact. We have the Nine of Pentacles. She's feeling in her feminine power. She's feeling the like I want to do like a little cat prowl. um, and I'm sorry. I swear I could do these stories by interpretive dance or something sometimes. Um, I feel like she is on the prowl to a certain extent. Everything about her has this little wild streak right now, right? There's a little bit more, like even her hair is more wild and her energy is more passionate and her eyes are more like she's sending out the like that look in her eyes that says I'm interested, and she's feeling empowered and she's feeling attractive and she's feeling kind of her oats right now. And I would just say that this is a big change. I wonder if she's somebody who's very good at either making herself like completely non like sensual. Like she can, I mean, not to say this in the wrong way, but like she can turn people off like a light switch. If she's like, I'm not trying to flirt with this person, she can be all business, ice cold. And then by contrast, if she turns on that light in her eyes, it's really spectacular. Like I feel as if she has the it factor. She has that Marilyn Monroe, like, you know, people's eyes turn and are glued to her, and she exudes like, a sensuality. Or she can be absolutely like brick wall. She just turned on the light switch. That's what it seems like. And this is her letting that side of herself come out to play. Oh, she was healing from something. That's why that side of her had not stepped forward. Now here it is. Now she's done with that Six of Swords. She's done with some kind of like hurt or pain or something that kept her, somewhere in the recesses of her mind. She was in choppy waters. She had things that she had to heal. We have a 10 of Wands upright. Okay, this is definitely her coming back to herself and feeling empowered and feeling attractive again. Let me ask this. Do you know that you're behaving this way? Do you know that you are? No, she does not. I kind of wondered about that. I kind of had a hunch that this is how she naturally is when she's happy, calm. I think she has a natural sensuality to her. I mean, look, the word sensuality is applied to every living thing in one hand, right? Because everything is from our senses, right? Our sense of hearing and sight and sounds and smells. Animals, same thing, right? They're experiencing the world through all of their senses: sight, sound, touch, smell, you name it. So we are sensual beings, right? But when we are wounded, we kind of like close off, right? And that's when we say we become an island. We don't want anybody's energy to touch us. We close down things. It doesn't matter if people are talking, we're not engaging. It doesn't matter if people try to catch our attention, we're not paying attention in return. It doesn't matter if they're giving us the eye, we're not responding to flirtation. That seems to be like her natural state, though, is more alluring and more I'm not saying she's like a natural flirt, but I'm going to say this person is very beautiful. I mean, I would argue all humans are, but in particular, she is extremely, when she's not wounded, when she's engaging, her charisma, her aura is like off the charts. It walks into a room before she does. She has a natural je ne sais quoi. There's something very special about her that is, when she's not wounded and not like shut down, her energy is like lightning. And I think she does not know that part about herself. And if she's just getting powered back up, I think that's why a lot of heads are going to be turning her way. She doesn't realize she is like a massive, attractive, energetic force. She doesn't know that about herself, and she's not trying to attract an ex. And she doesn't really even know that now that she's free of some hurt and pain, that something is different about her. But everything's different about her. Messenger of Swords. She's starting to notice, how come people are reacting different to me? She's catching, men and women alike might be trying to flirt with her, might be like, rubbernecking, like, damn, she looks amazing. She looks great. have, like it just feels like people are looking at her, and she might kind of sweetly be like smiling back at them, but having no idea that it's because she's totally like dazzling people. She does seem like she has star power. She does. If she looks at her natal chart, she may discover that there's like some kind of placement that literally indicates, likely could become very famous, or, could become somebody that is very influential. We have a Nine of Wands, the Mastery of Cups in the reverse. She's kind of noticing people are treating her a little bit different, but because she's still not like totally 10,000% back to herself yet, she's still, I'm going to say, unaware of why. She might just be thinking, that was nice. Those people were sure nice. That's not what it is, darling. And you know what I said before, like about the term, the word, sensual, and how it's, using our senses. Literally, we have like an octopus, and octopi are very sensitive creatures, right? They taste the world around them with their little suckers, on their tentacles. So I gotta say that she is somebody who's she's not fully even up to full-fledged like charisma yet. This is like some of her natural energy is coming back out. So maybe like her aura is starting to shine, but she hasn't even tried to start flirting yet. And people are noticing her. She's noticing somebody else, but I don't think she's like yet trying to get them to like come her way. I still think that she's in the very beginning phases of somebody that she likes, has liked for a while. She's starting to pay some attention to. They're paying attention to her. This still feels like they're slowly gravitating toward each other. But this is going to be crazy when it gets really going, because I'm kind of like, whoa, whoo. These two are going to have some serious, like, he's completely on board, by the way, with the Emperor here. He's completely like, all she ever needed to do was give him the go signal, and he was going to be all about this. And I think somebody who's like a great match for her, maybe just a great person, no matter what, he has something serious to offer. I feel like he has had emotions for her, and respectful, beautiful, serious emotions for her for a very long time, but was always waiting for a green light from her. We have her still in the Two of Swords, though. It's interesting because we see her kind of like not picking up his cues. She might still be saying, I do like him, and I kind of have noticed he's looking my way, and I feel, like I want to interact with somebody again, and he's really nice. And actually, this is so interesting. There's a lot of people that are really nice to me right now. She still isn't grasping why he's looking at her this way. Even though it's there, even though she should know, she needs to wake up. We got the Knight of Cups. We got the Fool. This definitely could be that she will unwittingly do something very like alluring that will make him then reach out to her. Hopefully she is in a place where she's ready to say, yes, definitely. That sounds great. I didn't know you ever wanted to ask me out, even though, I've been drawn to you for a while, but I wasn't really thinking that anything was going to come of this. Hopefully she won't hesitate when he reaches out, because this is an Emperor. So I hope she goes for it when he reaches out to her. I'm not saying she's playing any game. She does not mean to play games, but she has a magnetism about her. And now that she's healed, she oozes like magnetism. And admittedly, she has been interested in this one. She just wasn't really pursuing it exactly. It was more like it was finally on her radar in a more conscious place in her mind. Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. If this thing is not handled right, it could be a disastrous miss. If this kind of gets started and is awkward, this could be over before it even begins. And that's unfortunate. Handle this one with care, feminine. If a great person starts to really gravitate towards you and is somebody that you like, don't accidentally play dumb when you're not dumb. You're sensual, and you like him, and he's showing you that he likes you. I'm sorry to say it so rudely, but like if she plays too humble, when I say don't play dumb, I mean like you already know you're interested. He's showing you signs that he's interested. if there's something there, even though admittedly she's still kind of like waking up to her own sensuality and the fact that she's very alluring, it just says, make sure you don't keep walking around like, well, I don't know what's going on with all this. Just pay attention to what you like about him. Don't fumble it with an emperor. We got the Two of Pentacles because she's kind of hemming and hawing. And I'm like, I mean, if you're not ready for something, fine, but don't start something that you can't finish, or, like call in somebody awesome and then be like, what? Oh, I didn't know that you were kind of interested in me. I don't know. You're really great, but I don't know that you're somebody I really want to deal with, but I don't know that I don't want to deal with you. It's almost like she could accidentally, by not like taking a moment, taking a beat and asking herself, who am I? Where am I at? And what's going on with this person? She needs to get really clear on her intentions. And I would say this no matter what genders we were talking about, but be clear with your intentions so you don't fumble a really great person, because that emperor deserves like some serious consideration. Yeah, maybe she's not ready. With the Four of Swords, you know what? Maybe she's not ready, and that's okay. Maybe she's like, I'm not looking for a relationship, even though I am attracted to you, but I have to go do some other things still. She may take a trip first. She may need to do something first. That's okay, but be clear about it, is what I think the underlying message is here. Because everything here got really murky all of a sudden, didn't it? And I'm just like, no, don't let it get murky when it could be great. We see that Nine of Wands again, sideways. Like, I'm not sure if I'm totally healed. That is very understandable. If you're not sure about where you're at, then don't confuse other people by giving them mixed signals. That's what the big message is here. What about the message for the Emperor? Three of Cups. Yeah, the Emperor was kind of like ready to wine and dine. The Emperor would be ready to try things out. Hanged Man, also, even if he says, okay, you're not ready for anything, that's fine, he may still be waiting for the day that she's ready. The heart wants what the heart wants, right? But I think all the more reason, if somebody great is like willing to wait for you while you're still like getting your bearings, doesn't that just make them that much more like, wow, what a freaking catch? Let's not play with them. Let's make sure that we Four of Wands, he can't help it. He's like, I still see her as somebody that could be a great match. This is all like a story where it all has potential, but nothing is quite ready to click into place, but we're revving things up. And this is maybe why this message is here at all, is because when there is potential, but we're just revving things up, it's more important than ever not to crush something or be careless, especially when we're dealing with people's hearts. And especially when it can be so confusing to figure out what we feel, where we're at, what we're ready for. I just think that this is one of those really nice messages. It reminds everybody, handle everybody the way you would want to be handled also. Patience, clarity, like, and treat everybody like they matter, because they do. Every single one of us matters. I'm not saying she'd be callous. I'm just saying that she could accidentally make a misstep and, wind up like blowing it with an emperor that she may really want, but maybe not in this exact moment. So she just needs to be clear with herself about where she's at. I don't know, universe, am I getting that message right? Or is there something that I've said wrong? Or we have Hierophant. Definitely listen to one's own connection to one's higher self. Page of Pentacles, communicate adequately, because this definitely could be her own Ten of Cups that we're seeing start to take shape. It takes a while to like fill. If you've ever watched them fill up a hot air balloon, it takes a little while to do that, right? And then it starts to rise. So any relationship takes some time to like get it off the ground, but you do want to handle it properly. I would say that's exactly the message, to, listen carefully to one's own higher self and then convey that message very clearly so that there's no confusion. If it's like, I really like you, and at the same time, I am still getting my bearings, I'm not looking to date anybody else, but I need a little bit more time before I could start dating you, because I got a trip I got to take, or I need to still clear my head just a little bit. Can I contact you when I get back in town? It may be that she just needs to set the tone, take the reins a little bit and advocate for where she's at, so that it's very clear. It feels kind of like this could be a fantastic relationship as long as there's good communication. And as long as a character honors like where they're at with things and listens to what they know to be true. And I will say one other thing about this whole storyline, she's been a little bit like, she knows she's sensual, she knows she's interested, and then she kind of goes, oh, but I don't really know what's going on. How come people are paying attention to me? And this says, hang on, let's do a reality check. You're attractive and you know it, and people like you. And that's a beautiful thing. Don't shy away from it with false modesty or get confused. You're super attractive. Let yourself be that attractive person that you are. You'll be more clear, more confident, and get more of what you want in life if you can own the fact that you're a beautiful person. If everyone could walk around and know that they're sexy and attractive, and on this earth, somebody out there wants every single person on this earth. And the tragedy is we'll never know it, because I guarantee you right now, every single one of us probably has attraction for someone that we've never told. I would bet, I'm not a gambler, but I would gamble on that being true. And so it's like every person on earth, no matter what, oh, nobody likes me, I'm not attracted to anybody. Oh yeah, you are. Oh, you better believe there's somebody that never told you that is super attracted to you right now, because there's somebody super attractive to you that you never told right now. And that's why I'm like, they'd be better if we could all know that we are attractive beings and then work under that. It's not like a bloated sense of self-importance, but just know attraction it's unique, right? It's subjective. It's whatever rocks our boat. And so I just think that our character will do well and be more confident and get more of what she wants in her own life by knowing and not pretending and not shying away from the fact that that person's giving me signals that they like me, that I'm attractive to them. Let me own that. Let me acknowledge it. So I don't know. I kind of like it. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Really good to see you guys. All right. I have got some pretty big things to still take care of tonight. Nancy, I hope you have the best day ever, honey. I hope you have the best year ever also. Happy birthday, babe. Hi, Lulu. Just John, nice to see you. Hi, Hetty. R3D, awesome to catch you. Leah, Mary Jones. Queen V, I love it. Soul Love, Calimera, Decanate. Oh, how nice. Your last vacation day before it goes back to your cold, rainy hometown. We'll soak up that Greek sunlight. I have to say, I always felt like I got the greatest tan in Greece. It was like I would get a different color tone or something when I was in Greece. And I just loved it. Thank you, Q Miller. It's really nice. I'm really pleased with where I moved to. Hi, AJ. Sandy, Calm Seas. Chrissy. EM. Hi, baby. Good to see you again tonight. Thank you so much, RT and Inso Mom. That's awesome, Queen Bee. You were turning heads from 25 to 85. I love it. I love it. Oh, that's so cool. Demi Secord, Sun Truth VZN. Hi, everybody. Laverne, awesome to see you tonight. Lisa Boyle, hi, honey. Cosmo Guy, Angel R. Thank you, Sandy. I am. Absolutely. Who that? Good to see you. Crystal, your storyteller. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Thanks again, Angel R. Really nice to see you guys. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. I've got some drives and stuff to take care of tonight because I've got to move some more stuff. So I'm going to bounce on out of here. Thank you guys so much for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye for now. Krista Taylor, wonderful. Happy birthday on Wednesday, honey. Bye.